Hello, good morning everyone. Are you ready to make another proof? In this video, we are going to be looking at the proof for cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. And we shall also look at cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. And so quickly, let us begin by proving this, okay? So imagine, so we see that we have, this is A minus B, okay? So what do we do? In the previous video, it was A plus B, it was sine. And so we thought about two triangles, where this is one side, another side. That's how we went about it. Here we have A minus B. So that means we are going to have something like an angle whereby the first angle is greater, which is maybe, let's say, the first angle is like A, and then maybe this is like B. Okay, something like that is what we need. Although in this case, we are going to have it the opposite way. We are going to have the smaller angle being B, and then the total angle being A, so that it is A minus small b to get the middle angle, okay? Something like that. So basically we are creating A minus B. So let's start off. Quickly we have our circle. Okay. Now I'll run you quickly through the things which we are going to do, okay? So among the things we are going to do, we are going to create an A minus B. After that, we are going to use the length of a line segment in the left side, and on the right side we are going to use the cosine rule. So let's go ahead and see this done. And so this is our circle, and of course, okay, and of course, like I said, we are going to have a certain triangle. Let's do it like this, and then something like this. Okay, and whereby this side we have our angle B, and we have our big angle A, and then that means that the middle angle is A minus B, X, Y, okay? The whole of this is X, and the whole of this is Y. And you want to know why? It's simple, because this is axis, and this is Y, it is an axis. And of course, this distance is the radius, which is the same as this, which is the same as this, okay? And so we shall just name it maybe 1 unit. This is 1 unit, this is also 1 unit, and then if this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit. That means the diameter is 2, okay? So basically, once again, this is by big angle A, this is small angle B, and then the middle is going to be the A minus the small angle B in order to get the middle angle. So that is A minus B. So quickly before we start, the cosine of B, yeah, this is B, this is the adjacent, which is X, and the hypotenuse is 1, which is this, okay? So please don't forget that. I'm also aware that some of you are going to ask me where is the right angle. I can see, and I will do this. This is what I will do. Yes, so we have a right angle. But in fact, we don't even need to do that, because this is already a right angle, okay? because when it is coming at this point, this is a straight line. There is a tangent at this point, okay? So this is the right angle. We have our 90, so we can use our sine, cosine, and so on. So quickly, cos of B is x out of 1, okay? Because B, this, and this, okay, is x out of 1. That means that x is cos B. And what is the sine of B? The sine of B is the opposite, which is the y-axis, out of 1, okay? This is B, the opposite, which is the y-axis, okay? The tangent, remember, divide by 1, which is the hypotenuse. And so that means that also our y is sine B. And it's the same thing for A. Yeah, the cos of A is equal to the x-axis. Of course, now the x-axis for A becomes this one, okay? So, x-axis, which is x divided by 1, and the sine of A is also y divided by 1. And so that means that x is cos A and y is sine A. Now how do we know what we want? This is the length, this is the segment, okay, which we are going to put, and let's name it P Q, okay? Now this segment, it has 2 points, okay? It has, this is x1, and here we have x2, y2, okay? Remember we studied about coordinates, okay? And so we have x1 here, y1, and here we are going to have x2, y2. And these are what I have just put here. This is the x1 and x2 for the B, and then the y1 and x2